Go.
Take one.
Well, it's going to be the only take.
Okay, we thought we would do an update real quick, try to do those more frequently, and today we're going to talk about our new wiring harness that came in from eBay. This is a 20 circuit wiring harness. It's a universal harness, but they're, universal is kind of a relative term. We wanted this to upgrade the old 1967 wiring harness. Was not going to do. It had the old glass style fuses. I believe there were only 6 circuits in that particular harness, and that's just not enough for what we need to do with all of our now electric components that we have to install. These harnesses are readily available on eBay. This one was $148 with shipping, and there's plenty of cable here. It's got the modern style fuse block. There's 20 circuits in this harness with both the hazard flasher, turn signal flasher. There's the power relay flasher for something, that they have there. For whatever. We could use it for anything, really. And that's why we went with this particular harness. Each wire is marked, so it's very simple. Let's say we wanted to install power windows. Well, here's our power window wire, and each one, like this is probably for main power. I'm sure there's a wire in here that'll say left door power window to actually provide power to that motor. The headlights are marked. Here's the low beam wire, and it's marked right here, low beam, to go to the headlights. So everything is clearly marked in a different color. This is the reverse switch, for your automatic transmission and or standard transmission to get your backup lights to come on when you put it in reverse. So very nice, very high quality piece for not a lot of money.
Did you just buy that from a regular person?
It was a store.
Oh, okay.
It was just a auto parts store that had listings on eBay, and I did a quick search for a universal harness.
Okay.
Several of them popped up. The most common, the brand name is called Painless wiring harnesses.
Is that what that is?
No, this is not a Painless. The Painless, you're kind of paying for the name.
Gotcha.
This is called Keep It Clean. And that's exactly what it's for. Keep it clean, keep it neat, keep everything where it's supposed to be,
and we like that.
I like that in a car. So that's kind of the update on that. We'll do follow-ups as we install it and show everybody how to, what we've done to install it in the BadCat. Next thing I wanted to talk about was our field windings. We've actually moved on to the motor. The body work is kind of done, and I wanted to actually start going into the. Are you okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wanted to go into actually getting my motor ready and start doing the performance upgrades on that. One of those is taking the field windings, taking off all of the old fiberglass tape. Insulation that was around this. This is Nomex paper, and these are the actual field windings down here in there. Those are actually varnished over. I will get a new coat of varnish on those, clean these really good, get some new varnish on there, get the Nomex paper on, and actually use new fiberglass tape to rewrap these. And then I'll take some epoxy, some clear epoxy, and coat this and heat it. I don't have to heat it, but heating is good for curing epoxy. Makes that nice and hard. That way all of our amperage and voltage that we're going to be jamming through this thing stays inside the field coils. Short at 180 volts and 2,000 amps into the casing of your motor, catastrophic. It's Chernobyl on a car scale. So we're going to make sure these are clean, all the solder joints are good, rewrap the tape. It's actually very difficult. It took me probably 30 minutes just to get this amount here off of this one. I still have this section
still,
here. Still have this section here to go to get that off. This is the old stuff here. This, I haven't even done these yet.
Looks like a mummy or something.
So yeah, it's mummified.
It really does.
It's
old.
old.
That thing.
This are the field windings out of our GE motor.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, these are the field windings. You have shoes go in here.
Okay.
Those shoes create the magnetic field. Your armature turns in here. Obviously, we showed the armature on one of the first videos we did. That's kind of ready to go. I need to spray it down with some called AC46. It's an insulative varnish, and you know, let that kind of soak into that. But it's the armature is ready to go. I did get a hold of Hellwig Carbon. I had to send them the dimensions for my brushes. I took pictures of them. If you decide to do this, anybody out there, and you need the tech person to talk to is Terry at Hellwig. Very informative, very helpful, was able to basically take the style brush that they really had, you know, didn't know what it was. I took the dimensions, took pictures. He took those dimensions and pictures and made me a set of the H60 red top split brushes, and had it done in 2 days. And I believe buy the set for $248, I believe is what he quoted me, which is astonishing.
Yes, that is astonishing.
For that, and as Jack has already shown, the improvements between these brushes, which is probably an H49 or maybe even less, probably a softer, because this was a forklift setup, low voltage setup. Although these are new, these are brand new brushes. You know, to be able to do that is pretty amazing, and the H60s are fantastic at making things a lot more efficient. So, anyways, you know, we're going to get those ordered as soon as he's on vacation until Wednesday, so I can't get back to him to actually make the order. But you know, they have them ready, and you know, which is fantastic for us. It improves the efficiency of the motor. One of the things that we're going to do in our brush holder here, I don't know if I talked about this before, we're going to increase the rigidity of our housing. And the reason being is that excessive current tends to make things move. If anybody's ever seen welder cables, they will actually flex when the welding is actually, you put the current through, the cable moves, it flexes. These would probably do the same thing. I can move these with my fingers back and forth. And that's no good. We don't want this moving. We want these secured and tight. So I'm actually going to get on the lathe and make a piece to attach not only here, but also down here at these points. So we're going to attach it here and attach it here. Obviously it's not going to be metal because metal would conduct current. And these have to be isolated. The whole thing is to keep these from moving. Keep these nice and rigid. I also have to advance the timing on this so we can run higher voltage, but that's just a matter of slotting this and turning it to 10 or 12 degrees that we need to advance it. Obviously, you know, we'll keep you up to date on that, but just a little quick video to bring it back to speed where we're at, and you know, join us next time.
That was good.